Hey everybody, good morning. Jeremiah Krakowski here. Hey, listen, I want to talk to you about reaching your goals and getting past major roadblocks on the way to your goals. Now I want to ask you this. Are you somebody who's waiting until someday comes for you to start going after your goals? Are you waiting for things to change in your situation before you can start moving towards your goals? Are you looking at your situation, at the future, and saying, okay, when I have the right resources, or my kids are a certain age, or I no longer have to deal with this person, or I have influence or clout, or you name it, anything. We all have unique situations. Are you waiting until things change around you for you to start going after your goals? I did a podcast episode this week on this topic right here, and I have it on the screen here for you, where I talk about moving past these roadblocks. Honestly, I called them roadblocks because that's what they are. They are places that we get stuck along the way to reach our goals. We look at and we say, okay, I have this goal, I know I can reach it, but this thing right here is stopping me along the way. What are those things for you? My kitty is playing with the tripod here. What are those things for you that are stopping you from going after your goals, stepping out and doing the things that you know that you can do? Let's turn this off so you don't have to look at two of me here. Boom. There we go. What are those things? What are you choosing? And I say choosing because it's a choice to allow that thing to stand in front of you to keep you from going forward. Now, before you shut the video off, before you say, well, you don't understand my situation, I'm not choosing for this to be here, you're choosing to keep doing what you're doing now until that situation changes. You're choosing to stay in the current situation and not take the steps forward towards your goal until that situation changes. And you might be saying, well, no, I can't go after my goals until my situation changes. And that belief right there will keep you in that hamster wheel. That will keep you right where you are right now. You probably heard a number of teachers, people, wise people say this before. If I only got started sooner, then I would have been a lot further along. And I wish somebody told me that there's no someday that comes eventually. And yet we hear that. We hear people say that, and we believe that our situation is unique. That our situation is so special enough that doesn't apply to us. That our situation is so unique that that's for them over there. They wish they got started sooner, but man, there's no way I can get started until everything lines up. And what that is choosing certainty, choosing what you know right now over stepping out in faith, over taking a risk because there's a belief that you don't have what you need to go after what you desire. You don't have what you need to reach that goal. You're not at a place yet because there's a belief that there is a someday in the future where you will finally have everything that you need to control everything around you to get what you want. And it ultimately boils down to control. And then you might be saying, well, no, I have these things controlling me. If we have a belief that things control us, it is ultimately another belief that if as soon as I'm not controlled by those things, then I can do what I want. And we give up the ownership of our life to those things that we believe control us. And we live in a way to where we're codependent to if only I can make these things different, or I can control these things to do what I want, then I can reach my goals. And I'm striving for and waiting until someday when I can finally do that, instead of choosing to just let things be as they are. Believing in yourself that you are enough, that you have everything that you need right now to go after your goals, and that someday is not going to arrive off in the future, but that someday is now. That someday is here and now. And I break that down in that podcast episode. I break down that belief. I give you some new beliefs that you can replace it with. It's on my Grow Your Life podcast, episode number 45. Check it out. Click the link. I'm going to put it on this post after this live is up for you to listen to help you realize the truth that someday is here and now. Listen, I understand that you have a situation. I understand that what you're going through is unique to you and it is so real. But you've been conditioned in your life to believe that you can't go after your goals until everything else around you changes. It's time for you to take back the power in your life of your choices. Choose to say no to things that you don't want. Choose to say yes to the things that are serving you and helping you and will help you go after your goals. Choose to not let other people define those for you. Choose to not give up the power of your life to other people's validation and praise and what you have. Instead of realizing the only thing that you need to go after your goals is to put one foot in front of the other. There's not a someday that's going to come when your situation is going to change enough for you to finally make it to the point for you to go after your goals. And the sooner that you learn that, the sooner that you realize that, the sooner your goals will be accomplished. And so I'm excited for you to listen to that podcast episode. I break this down for you. It's too much to put into this one little video here. It's about 30 minutes long. Check it out. I'm excited to hear the feedback from people that go through this. What's your situation? What is stopping you from reaching your goals? What is standing in the way? Often I hear, well, I don't have the money, so I can't jump into a business until I have the money to sustain me. And that belief is keeping you stuck right now because you're afraid of what might happen. You're afraid of the consequences that you believe will happen that have never actually happened, or maybe a past experience that you're projecting onto this experience, or what you saw happen with your friends or family or other people, and you're believing the feedback and validation because ultimately you don't trust yourself. You don't trust that your choices are good enough to choose without needing other people to validate you or needing to prove that you can or getting permission from other people to actually be yourself. You don't need anybody's permission to go after your goals. And oftentimes I see people, they try to validate why they're staying where they are right now under faith. I'm waiting on the Lord to go after my goal. I'm waiting for God to put my situation in order for me to go after my goals. That's using God as an excuse for your own choices. Listen, the time is now for you to start going after the dreams and the plans and the vision that God's put on your heart. You don't need to wait until someday. There is not a someday that will arrive sometime in the future where you will finally be enough to get there. You are enough right now. Right as you are right now. And there is nothing that needs to change for you to finally make it and arrive to be good enough to do that. You just have to step out and put one foot in front of the other and go after your goals. So check out that podcast episode. Leave in the comments below. What are you going through? What's your situation? What is that? I want to talk with you. Comment back. I'm going to comment back to some people, some feedback. Maybe make some additional videos on this topic, some more podcast episodes. And we'll talk soon. Grow your life, everybody.